Hey everyone, Keith here. I've got a question for you. Are you who you want to be? You truly want to be? I'm talking about in your physical body, in your personal life with family and friends, and in your professional life. Are you really who you want to be? Do you feel like there's improvements to be made? And I ask that question because I asked that question of myself recently, and what I found, unfortunately, was I am far from the person that I really want and need to be, physically, personally, and professionally. There's so much improvement that needs to be made. And what I've decided to do was to take a challenge that was given to me by somebody that I know. This person doesn't really know me yet, but sooner or later he'll get to know who I am. And I've decided that to make these changes, I had to be open and okay to be challenged. That's difficult for a lot of us. I know for sure that it's difficult because we want to look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm doing pretty good, myself personally, I'm a 56-year-old man. I'm an IT manager, and I've done pretty good in the last 10 or 12 years of my life, started making the right decisions. And I've moved up the corporate ladder and done pretty well for myself. But what I've realized is because that we're a one-income family, that I'm not really leaving the legacy that I want to for my two sons, my daughter, who is now a mother of two, so I'm a grandfather, which is really cool. But I've decided that there's so much more to life that I'm missing because what I'm doing is procrastinating. And I'm doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result, which is, by definition, insanity, right? So what I've decided to do was venture into the world of being an entrepreneur. And once I decided to do that, I found, after a little bit of research and study, that there's a lot to it. It is very complex. There's tax implications. There's starting a business. There's building a website. There is creating content, which is what I'm doing right now. There's so much going on that I'm going to need some help doing that. And as a person who's always thought I've had it pretty much together, it's kind of difficult to humble myself and be open and ready to take advice and to follow somebody else's plan, because to do something like I'm looking at doing, to becoming an entrepreneur, I'm going to have to do what other people have done to be successful. That's how you do things. When I wanted to learn how to play tennis, what did I do? I watched other people play tennis, and I learned to do what they did so that I could be better at my craft or whatever it is that I'm doing, whether that's being an artist or being an IT manager or working in the HR department or you name it. Whatever it is you're doing, the way to get better at it is to do what other people have done to become successful at that. So that's what I'm getting ready to start doing here. I'm going to start making some videos about how my progress is going with becoming an entrepreneur. So far, it's been a few months, and I haven't made much progress because what I've done is I've procrastinated. And when we procrastinate, what happens is, what it is a lack of confidence in what we should be doing or saying. And that lack of confidence causes us to just sit still and not doing anything, being afraid to make a mistake or just it's not going to happen the way I want it to happen, or if I put this out there, are people going to like it, or are people going to respond to me? Whatever that is, whatever that lack of confidence is, I just decided that it's time to get past that. We've got to move forward. And as long as you're moving forward, whether you make the right steps, because sometimes you're not. Sometimes it's going to be, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to run into problems. You're going to run into frustration. But that's okay. As long as you're moving forward, as long as I am moving forward, I know that I'm going to come up with a positive result as long as I don't stop trying to be a better person physically, to be a better person personally, in my family and my friends, and being a better person professionally. So that's the journey that I'm getting ready to start right now. And if any of this resonates with somebody who's watching, please subscribe below. There's a subscribe button to hit below, and a like button as well, so that you'll be notified the next time I put some more content out, because that's what I'm going to be doing over the next, for life, for the rest of my life. This is going to be part of what I do. But I just want you to know that it can be done. I've seen other people be successful. There are people that become millionaires in this country every day. I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire or you're going to be a millionaire. That's not what I'm saying. But do you want to be more successful? Do you want to be more confident? Do you want to be able to look in the mirror every night when you go to bed knowing that you've done everything you can that day to become who you need and want to be? Not only for yourself and your family, but the good part of all this is I'm hoping to help some people along the way. That's what I want to do, is I want to be an encouragement to people along the way so that they can be successful. I call it the mirror test every night when I look in the mirror. What have I done today? Have I done everything that I can do to be a better person? So I just want to encourage you. If you look in that mirror tonight, I want you to look in that mirror tonight, and I want you to tell yourself one way or another, what's the deal? Are you really who you want to be? Are you willing to follow and listen to somebody else's advice? To humble yourself? That's what I found that I need to do. And I'm going to do it. How about you? Becoming an entrepreneur, it's a simple concept, but the challenge is really hard. Are you ready? I'll see you soon.